Aloha, good morning. Aloha Friday. And this is Caron Davis of Caron Realty International. And welcome. We have Geraldine again this morning.
Thanks,
Geraldine's
Caron.
been very busy. And I know during these changes in the market, Geraldine and I have a lot of fun together and keep each other very positive as we help people navigate this, new times in our market. Geraldine, you're here today because, one of the things I want to share later in the talk is it's your testimonial from the client. And, we work so hard for our clients that when a client takes the time to really write a beautiful testimonial, it's very heartfelt by all of us. And so when I share this later during the talk today, it's not only heartfelt, but it's very well written, quite humorous, actually. I just love it. I've been in the business over 33 years, and it's probably one of the best testimonials I've seen yet. And that's why I wanted to share it this morning with everyone. But before we go there, Geraldine, tell me about the interest rates. They're at an all-time high now. And, how are you dealing with the pros and cons of the current market with that right now?
Okay, thank you, Caron, for the question. So there are more pros in today's market than there is cons as far as buying. So I would say the only con right now, which we can help navigate through, is interest rates right now is an all-time high, right? But always remember that it never has to be your lifetime loan. You can always refinance later on as mortgage rates fluctuate often, right? So always remember that. So yeah, that's a good thing. You can offer less in today's market.
Yes, and I met one of our other agents was mentioning the other day that people are writing offers a little differently right now. Do you want to talk about some of the offers, how they're written with the interest rates being higher?
Yes.
And the credits.
Yeah, so this is all pros. So there's seller paid closing costs, seller paid rate buy down. We can explain more later in another meeting, or if you folks call us, and seller paid 2-1 rate buy down. So you might be hearing that a lot. Seller paid repairs, seller paid improvements, price negotiating, not paying the full asking price. You're paying less than asking price, and there's no need to waive any home inspection period. I know we've seen a lot of that in the last couple of years. There's inspection negotiation, and really time to think during this entire process, and contingency contracts. We are seeing a lot of that, and then longer contract to close, giving people more time.
And what I really appreciate about our boutique office is everybody is so active in the market that when we do get together in our team meetings, everyone's sharing what's working out there. And it's such support, and it's so important for us as brokers out there to be really educated on what's going, so we can help the client, navigate through this, etc. And I think detail is huge right now. And I'm so much into detail and service. There are big values in our company to give to our clients. And, why don't we talk about, why we hear this testimonial? And you actually sold a home on the Big Island. And it's not something we do often, but Geraldine does do the Big Island. And thank you, because it's a great service for our clients who want to look out of island. But why don't you just talk about some of the highlights and what you went through for the client?
Okay, so I believe that, as a real estate professional, my job is to guide my friends and clients and family in the right direction and not force anything upon anything or anyone, So this Big Island sale, the asking price was right below 1.6, but we recorded at 1.2 in today's market.
Wow. And what I love about Geraldine, she's more of a consultant with her client, but when a client says, no, I want it, or please go ahead, she's really assertive. She's really there. She's on top of the market, and she's extremely aggressive for her client in negotiations.
Yeah, so there's a lot of problem solving skills that go into these transactions. It's not easy.
Exactly. And you went, how many times did you go over to the Big Island?
Well, maybe a dozen times.
A dozen times, I know. We had a beautiful anniversary dinner planned, and poor Geraldine had to cancel it.
It's okay.
And I did tell her we're going again, because it took me 2 months to book this restaurant. I'm like, oh no, but work calls and she's there for her client. Is there anything else you'd like to share, with, about your clients, or before I read your testimonial, just inspiring, or a thought, or anything you might think of?
Don't delay what you want to do, just talk to us about it, and then we can help guide you.
And I know, personally, when Doug and I decided, to build our home, it was a lot of planning, and we knew we had a vision and we had to commit. It took us 2 years to commit, but it was a 5-year process. But, having those directions and the goals, and, having the passion to move things forward is huge in life.
Yes.
And with that note, I will read this testimonial because it's so fun, and I'm glad I get to see it again. So this is from Geraldine's buyer, who bought on the Big Island. And here we go. We haven't completed our family's altar for Geraldine yet, as we need to know now get gold leaf and spotlights. But seriously, we are also grateful for everything that you have done for our family, the positive impact of which will last for generations. This last miracle still hasn't completely settled in my mind. While we always believe in Geraldine's magic, you've proven that we need a better term because you operate on a much higher level than most people. Wow. Know that you're officially a member of the Bolan Hohana, and that's not a threat. We're forever grateful for your positive energy, extraordinary effort, and the expertise. And we will say a prayer of compassion for anyone in the future who makes a tragic decision of underestimating you. So just love that. Congratulations.
Thank you, Caron.
I know, that's what it's all about for us. I've always said the secondary our commission, when we get a beautiful testimonial and our clients are happy, we couldn't ask for a lot more. Now let me, Marianne, of course, she's been out there taking photos for the week, and I'll just share her photos for this week. So this message is she's sailing into the weekend. Like here we have the sailboats and relaxation go hand in hand. Colourful junior sailing. There was a colourful junior sailing there. And of course, the golden sunset sailing. So lots of beautiful, sunsets right now. Aren't they gorgeous?
Gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous. Well, on that note, much mahalo. Have an incredible weekend, and continue to live with passion. Let's leave it at that today.
Thank you, Caron.
Much mahalo. Thanks, Geraldine.
Thank you.